7,000 orders. Oh my heavens. Yeah, that's puff pastry. Yeah, that's mushroom duxelle sauce. Yeah, that's filet mignon inside. These are all done in a very, very handmade fashion. That's why we don't offer them all that often. That's why I keeping my distance, because I'm afraid I'll eat everything on the table. It's important to welcome back Ray Rastelli.
It's great to see you,
who for 48 years has been a great butcher. Nice to have you back. I hope you and your wife had a wonderful trip.
We did.
I know that Ray and his wife, and was anybody else with you?
We had a couple of our friends with us, so we got to see the wine country and spend a lot of time tasting.
So you went out to Napa Valley?
We went out to Napa, yes.
Oh, good for you.
Yes.
Excellent. We are super excited, first, to have Ray back. He's our own personal butcher, and to have these beef Wellingtons. Now, we have presented these a handful of times, and they're one of my favorite items ever.
I know.
This is elegant. It's exciting. You cook it from frozen so they don't become soggy. Don't thaw these out. And put them on parchment paper and throw them in how high an oven?
425 degrees for 30 minutes from frozen. And you have got what only royalty had, David. This was developed in 1815 in England, and it was only made for royalty. But we only do this really just for you one time a year. We don't even do this in the butcher shop, so we do it just for QVC. And I will tell you, it is the most difficult, most hand-done, most tedious work we do, because it's all about the filet mignon, and then this beautiful portobello duxelle, which I'll explain to you, wrapped in this beautiful puff pastry that you don't have to do anything but take out of the package in your oven, and in 30 minutes later, you've got beef Wellingtons made for royalty.
Let me update what we have available. We have 2 ship weeks that are available, but since we made this available during Christmas in July, over 9,000 now have been ordered. If you want November 4th ship week, I have 7,000. You get 6 of them. I have 7,000 left. That sounds like a lot, but trust me, when people start buying these up, won't last. On December the 9th, only 2,600 remain. We also have auto delivery, and it's 3 total shipments. The one you'll order for holiday, either November, December, then in April of 25, in time for Easter, and then December in time for Christmas next year, right?
Yes.
Now, these are super simple. Mr. Rastelli has often said he does not tie these up in the factory. Your very talented workers do.
Yes, they do a great job, but I want to show you how simple it is. And I'll show you really what we go through to make that, but I want to show you how simple it is when you get it home. These are frozen solid, right? You take them out of the package. Parchment paper, preheat your oven to 325 degrees. Now, I like to take a little bit of egg wash, David, and just drop it on top, because I want my Wellingtons to have a little bit more doneness, a little more brown on top. But that's it. That's all you've got to do. You're going to go from here right into your oven.
How high an oven?
425.
For how long?
For 30 minutes.
And just until you reach a 110-degree internal temp.
That's
yes?
right. You reach 110 internal temp, and always use that meat thermometer. This is what you've got. You have the most beautiful centerpiece that you're going to be able to put out for your guests. They're going to think you've spent hours and hours and hours, because that's about how long it takes to do this. But something that's so elegant, really just for royalty. We wanted to make sure we were able to do this. Again, just once a year we do this for our QVC family, and for us it's really become a tradition.
And I am in love with this product. It's so simple, it's so elegant. You serve this up with maybe some pasta, roasted vegetables, put it with a little side of salmon, have a little surf and turf, whatever you want to do. It's delightful. And the best part of all, everything is done perfectly. You cook it for whatever internal temp you like. When you let beef rest, it goes up in temperature. So if you take it out at 110, or how long should we let it rest?
So you want to let it rest for 10 to 12 minutes, because it's going to reach about 125 to 130. And that's what you're going to get here. You're going to get a medium. If you like it a little more well done, cook it a little bit longer. If you're a little less done.
Mr. Rastelli, we are now half gone for the season.
Oh my goodness.
Half gone for the season. And I am going after a bite of this Wellington. It's like butter. And then you get that portobello duxelle. It is so elegant and so nice. And the only thing left to do after that is put your hands in the air, do a happy dance.
There it is.
Happy dance. Bust it out. Bust it out. These are so elegant. This camera with the red light, this one right here, this one right here, come over here. Buy this product. Get this now and don't wait. because you're going to love it. If you love filet mignon, you love puff pastry, you love a duxelle reduction on top, like a paste, so good. All right, now, there's my little peel. Let's come over here to the butcher block, as Mr. Rastelli likes to do, and work your magic.
Always start with that black Angus filet mignon. Now, remember, we've aged this filet mignon for 28 days. We then have removed all of the fat, all of the sinew. You're not going to bite into anything except beautiful filet mignon. We're going to take that beautiful filet mignon. We're going to put it right in the center of our puff pastry here, and you can see the size of that. And then, of course, that duxelle. Now, the portobello duxelle is portobello mushrooms. It's some shallots, some onions, some garlic, and then, of course, our burgundy red wine. And we just roast it, and we simmer it and simmer it until it becomes that duxelle sauce.
Yes,
now,
please.
I will tell you what my staff does at that point is they then take this beautiful puff pastry. They do a much better job than I do, but they'll take this and they'll wrap this into a beautiful bow, just like that. And when it gets to you, all you have to do is take this pastry. It's going to be frozen right into your oven from frozen for 30 minutes at 425 degrees. And the instructions will be in there with you. So there's an instruction card. Makes
Here's
it
your instruction
very,
card.
very simple. This is the kind of product, David, that takes so much energy for us to put into making it great. I wanted to make sure when you got it home, you didn't screw it up, because you don't have to. It's simple, out of the package, on that parchment paper at 425 degrees for about 30 minutes. You've got the most elegant, most incredible centerpiece you could ever want for your guests.
Now, Rachel, I don't know if you wanted any Wellingtons or not.
Of course.
There might be a little bit left. I have been avoiding the puff pastry and just eating the meat.
Is it even a question?
And it's like butter, my friend.
Oh,
There's a
my
clean fork down there.
goodness. I'm so excited. Okay, I'm gonna try the meat first, since you're going just meat?
I went just meat
Okay.
instead of the puff pastry. You
Here,
can do
I'll go
both.
puff pastry too.
And a little duxelle sauce. That duxelle's so good.
Oh my goodness. I just look forward to being able to bite into it, that delicious, wonderful, tender. Oh
It
my
melts
goodness.
in your mouth.
Well, filet mignon, it should. And when it's aged for 28 days and it's black Angus, we start with the very, very best. But then all the love and the care goes into making the duxelle. And you can see it just takes a very long time for our duxelle to simmer down to a point where we can add it on top of that filet mignon.
Well, it
wrap
reduces and
just
reduces
reduce.
and
That's exactly it,
reduces.
David. And that wine helps it to just absorb into that filet mignon. And I will tell you that the filet mignon is really, really a soft piece of meat. That's why it's so tender. So what you get is when you bake it, this portobello duxelle with the burgundy wine just melts into that filet mignon, and you're going to taste it in every single bite.
Mr. Rastelli, can you cut Rachel a piece with the puff pastry?
Absolutely.
Like right off that piece
we
right
can
there?
do it. We can do it
please.
right
That way
here
she gets a
for
little
you.
bit of everything. Because
Now-
I've been kind of taking it apart like Frankenstein.
I have seen firsthand, because I had a chance to go to Rastelli's last week, and I have seen firsthand the amount of work that goes in.
Yes.
It's all this family business, and I just love that we're getting a little piece of that. We don't have to go and line up, and this isn't even offered.
It is not offered at the butcher shop. You know, I will tell you that my butchers love our QVC guests, but this is the product that every time I go in there, they say, please tell us you didn't sell that many, Mr. Rastelli, because we've got to make it. But every year, it just keeps getting better and better. And
Oh, wow.
Here, let me make that a bite.
I'm going to take David's advice and not
There
take
you
a
go.
bite.
humongous
There you
bite.
A little bite,
go,
all
Okay,
right.
perfect.
There you
oh
go.
my goodness.
What do you think? Isn't that lovely?
That sauce, it's not overpowering. It perfectly matches with that puff pastry and
it
with
does.
the meat. Oh, wow. It's special. That's
And
just
one
all
thing
you
I
can
know,
think,
because you have
special.
visited there, is this is indeed a family business.
Mm-hmm.
Now, before your time, I visited there when Ray's dad was still alive.
Wow.
That's
And
right.
he walked into a room, and he and his son got up without anybody, without any fanfare, without any kind of a notice between them, and they gave him a kiss on each cheek. It's a good Italian family. It's a
That's
good Italian
amazing.
family. I know that makes you a little teary
It does.
to remember
it
that.
Does. Yes, it does.
And
remember it
I
well.
just remember just being so impressed by that, because it was just so lovely the way family comes together.
Yeah, it does. It does. And what better place than around the dinner table, right?
And it's the
Especially
common thread that
holidays.
pulls us all together.
It's absolutely
yeah,
is, yes,
exactly right.
yes.
Now, let me update you. Okay, 10,000 ordered this season. I'll leave that for you to tell the staff. 10,000 have been ordered this season. If you want November 4th, 6,500 remain. December 9th, 2,100 remain. And Ray Rastelli, always a pleasure, sir.
Thank you, sir. It's great
Many
to be
more
here.
years of success and wonderful business to you and your family.
Thank you very much.
All right, now is it time for Beatrice Bakery Fruitcake? I'm coming, Stacy.
I'm waiting, honey.
I am a big, big fan of this. And the two words